Faith Ringgold, telling stories through art. A young African-American girl looked out her apartment window. Her Harlem street was a patchwork of colors and shapes. It reminded her of the brightly colored quilts her mother and grandmother made. Faith listened to the stories they told while quilting. She learned about the hard life of her great-great-great-grandmother as the needle went in and out of the quilt. Because her mother worked in fashion, there were always stacks of fabrics on tables and chairs. Faith was often sick as a child, so she spent a lot of time indoors with her mother. Faith's mother taught her to sew and to see art in the world around her. She treasured those days. Faith learned that art was a way to tell a story. She created paintings that told about events taking place in the world. Other paintings told stories from her own life and those of her family and friends. Faith often thought about the shapes and bold colors of her mother's many quilts. Could quilt tell a story too? Soon, Faith began piecing together shapes of bright fabric to make pictures. Sometimes she would paint the fabric before cutting it into the shapes she needed. She filled her story quilts with joyful images from her childhood. One quilt told about her family's picnics on their apartment roof in the summer. Later, she wrote a book called Tar Beach. She used the pictures from her quilt to tell the story. Today, Faith Ringgold is still using art to tell stories. Some stories tell of difficult times, but she never fails to bring joyful hope to all who see her work. Her paintings and story quilts connect people to each other, to their communities, and to the world.